What's up everyone, it's Diddy Squid. We're back for round 6 of the BML D2 Championship Series. Today we are at Sachsenring in the hills of Germany. This track is known for constantly keeping you on the edge of the tire, fighting for grip at all 13 turns. Perfect throttle input is key to being fast at this track. After 5 rounds, I'm leading the championship with 153 points total. 48 clear of my teammate Datsun in second, and our factory Yamaha team is dominating the Constructors title with 258 points, 122 points clear of the factory Ducati team in second. This is a tricky track and the times are very close between all racers today. My goal is to qualify with no more than a 1:17.3, and that should be good enough for the front row. Let's get this weekend started off on the right foot, and it's time to hit the track and throw down a heater. Let's go ahead and break down a lap here at the Sachsenring. Onto the front straight, here you have to get a solid drive out of 13 to save a tenth or so into turn 1. Down a relatively short straight here. Into turn 1, you have to do your best to get the tire on the inside white line, cut back into a tight turn 2, really easy to spin through here, so you gotta be smooth on the throttle. Turn 3, you gotta use some of the curb here, really try and control your speed here before going back up the hill. Hold a tight line through 4, and try your best to get the bike over the curbs through turn 5 and 6. Then on down to turn 7. Keep the throttle open just barely as you come close to that curb and pick it up as early as possible. You really have to send it into 8. No brake is the fastest line through here. Up the hill, you gotta get on that gas as early as possible. Really make sure you get over the curves here through 9 and 10 to get the best drive down into the waterfalls section, turn 11. Hard on the gas, down the hill into turn 12, light on the brakes to really carry the bike smooth through the apex. Open the throttle as smooth as possible as we head down the final straight here and into turn 13. Light on the brakes as you come through turn 13, head up the hill, and then across the finish line. And look at that, a 1:17.137. That's pole position. I'm stoked how that qualifying session went. This is only my second pole of the season, and it always feels good when you're on the front row, especially today where there's no reverse grid sprint. I'm going to be on the front row for both races today. But look at that, only a second separating the entire field. The start is going to be key to winning this race. So now it's time for us to line up for the sprint race, and we have 8 laps ahead of us. Let's see what I can do. Well, it seems we just can't get one round without a red flag, but at least we got the first one out of the way. Let's go ahead and try again, but this time, I'm gonna get a better start. Absolutely nailed it that time. A bit of a sketchy line into turn 3, but Datsun tried to take the same thing and he crashed. Now it's just me and Night Fury. Let's see if he can hang with me. Not sure how I got away with no track limit right there. I'm going to continue to ride somewhat conservative on these first few laps and see if Fury can close this gap and try and pass me. I've slowly opened this gap to just over a second. Riding conservatively has worked well for me, so there's no reason for me to push any extra here. A 1:17.706 on that lap, just over a half a second slower than my qualifying time, so it's obvious that I do not need to push here. my teammate has worked his way into third here, and he set the fastest lap of the race. I'm going to try and open this gap just a little bit more so I have a comfortable lead going into these final 2 laps. And look at that, the gap's over 2 seconds now. Let's go. Little mistake there, just need to be smooth on this final lap. Let's go. Pole position, and now an easy win in the sprint race. That's 12 more points on the board in the championship, and now I can relax for the Grand Prix race because I just need to leave here with a podium. I'm going to take the win if I can, but it's nice going into the race knowing I don't have to win today. If you want to see the 15-lap Grand Prix race, you're going to have to come back for the next video. But that's going to be all for this one. I hope you enjoyed, and let me know your thoughts on this race below. Till next time, I'll catch you later.